Hey guys, Mr. here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII. If you guys remember last time, we finished up pretty much everything, to my memory, of what we can do in this game. So we're going to start the final area of the Northern Crater. Alright, so, take in mind that from last time, after I fought Ruby Weapon, I took off my Master Double Cut materia, and I replaced it with the lesser one. Like with the just double cut, not quadruple cut, to make this seem at least somewhat more fair. Anyway, now that we're all set, we're ready to go down and finish this game. Now, the way I'm going to be doing this is that I'm going to record this entire final area in one video, and then I'm going to have the finale all in one video, which is pretty much a certain point, which I'll get to later. Now, anyway, if there's still shit you want to do, or you want to get out of here after you've been through it a lot, just go through here and you can get out. Go on forward. Whoa, see that rock fall. Now in here is a save crystal. Now this is the only time in the game you'll see one of those. Basically, if I just go to my menu, well, yeah, right here. Use the save point to be used in the North Cave. You can put that anywhere in the North Cave, and it'll act as like a little save point that you can put anywhere, but you can only use it in this area. Now that we've gotten through that, let's explain some of the enemies here. There are still a few enemy skills to pick up, and they are in this area. Right now, these enemies, these gargoyles, you'll notice how they're like frozen like that. They'll come to life, and as long as they're frozen like that, you can't do any damage to them. And also, I remember in a practice run I did of this that they can Oh, that's why, because they have level 4 death, and it can instantly kill someone if whose level's multiple 4, and it happens to be that Sid is a level multiple 4. That didn't kill him. Just wasting your time, you know, enemy. No one else is a level multiple of 4, except him. Or maybe just casting all 4 death kills at him automatically, I don't know. And Sid died, isn't that nice? So, you know what that means? No, not summon. Life 2, there we go. Okay. Moving on from that. Now, there's a certain enemy, you can meet it up with it in a few places here, but don't worry, you can get back up. Just don't think that's, you know, blocking you off. There's a certain enemy I want to meet up here. Well, 2 in particular, but you can meet up with one of the enemies later. And this happens to be one of them right here. This dragon right here. Let's see, we have a dark dragon, very creative. Let's manipulate him, because he has an enemy skill we want. Oh, wow, it's already up to 3 minutes. Surprising. He has Dragon Force. No, not the band. And, yeah, it's pretty much not really that helpful, but it's there if you want it. Just showing off. And, wow, he's still alive. He has more HP than I thought. There we go. Doesn't really matter anyway. My guys are so overpowered. Ah. I accidentally banged my controller on the desk. That's not good. Alright, and let's go. There's also another enemy here, and if I can find it, great. If not, well, I'll find it later. Let's see if I can find it. I probably won't. Unless this is that enemy, because we're about to enter a new part of the cave. And no, it's not. Just run away from that. As far as editing goes, well, I'll edit out some battles, but not right now, because, well, we just started this area. I know I've done that in the past, but not now. This cave, it's kind of long in terms of, like, lengthwise of how long it would take you. I'd probably say on average it would take someone who knows this game half an hour. If they do a certain glitch, which I'll be showing off. And is this the enemy I want to encounter? No, it's not, so let's just run away like little pansies, because I can. I love being overpowered. Anyway, there's a little hidden material right here, HP Absorb. It's like MP Absorb, except with HP. That's really complicated to know. I know that, right? And are these guys the enemies I'm looking for? There we go. Here's what we're looking for. Alright, let's kill off one of them to make this less annoying. Well, can't you one-shot those guys? Yes, you can. So let's manipulate that guy. I also have Sid with the Hypno Crown, so he has a really high chance of manipulating an enemy as long as I want to. There's a certain enemy that has an enemy skill that you can't later. but the enemy skill is level 5 Death. Now, overall, not that useful, but again, it's there in case you're interested. Let's use Life 2 and Magic Breath on itself. I could just use Life 1 and save the MP, but I really couldn't care less. Hopefully that Magic Breath will kill it in one shot and make my life easier. And of course not. You can get the job done. Anyone can get the job done. And my voice just cracked! Ah! Okay. All this time is gonna be horrible processing for HD. Anyway, what's in this box? There is an elixir. I don't really need it. Okay, now right here, I like to go the other path, because once you get to the bottom of this path, you can go around to get the last chest anyway. So, I really like this area. It's pretty unique in its like own creativity of like the layout, but it's not the best final area I've ever seen. I mean, granted, it's not terribly long as an area, thank God. There's some Final Fantasies where that final area takes forever. Get a mine source there. Or at least they seem like forever. Half an hour for a final area. Kind of underwhelming, but at the same time, it feels right. And we have an enemy. Let's cut this one out. Alright, and let's get this last chest here. Now, at a certain point of this cave, we're gonna have to split our groups into two. Kind of like how Final Fantasy VI does it, but I'm pretty sure there's 3 groups, not 2. And we have a Dark Dragon, so I'm gonna escape from this fight if the game would let me. Please. Thank you. But yeah, it's kind of unique. It's kind of a rehash from 6, I guess, but actually when I think about it, yeah, Final Fantasy VIII did that too. Except it was 2 groups, not 3 again. Final Fantasy IX, no, it didn't do that, and 10 didn't do that. So, I think 8 was the last one where you had to split into groups for the final area. And now, we're in the next part. Alright, so first off, let us go this way? I forget. No, we'll... Actually, yeah, to save some time, yeah, we'll go in here. And we have a random encounter. Just great. Story of my life. Oh, hello. This is, a Tonberry. I've talked about them earlier, like how I said, what is it? How they can be useful to get a ribbon, if need be. Now, hopefully I can get a ribbon and not kill this thing. Oh god, everyone's grudge. This move really hurts. I think it's based off, like, how many enemies you've killed with a certain character, and once he gets too close to you, he'll instantly kill you. Just do enough damage to him, and then use Morph on him. If you have the Conformer, she can morph enemies, and it does regular damage. And she's gonna get hit with everyone's grudge, which will hopefully not kill her. Yeah, not even close. I want to kill that thing before it gets too close to Cloud. Come on, morph it. Get it. There we go. And that'll give us our 3rd ribbon. Not really gonna help us at this point, but might as well get it. So, technically, if you wanted to go here first, instead of fighting the super bosses, you could. But now, there's a complete set of where the hell is the other ribbon? There it is. Everyone has a ribbon now, so it's all set. And heading down, let's go pick up this chest first. And it contains a power source. It reminds me, I need to use my all the other sources I get here on Cloud when I'm done. Oh yeah, and these guys right here, Scissor Kick, I don't like, quote me on this, but they have a few annoying attacks. I think one of them's an instant kill, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but again, a heads up on that, if they can. And let's quickly get this chest, which contains a guard source. And the reason I'm getting this first is because, well, to save time later. Because we're gonna have to scale down this whole thing. And I'm back, so let's jump down here, open this, and we got another, yeah, we're basically getting sources right here. Now let's go around here, jump down, and this is, what is in this chest? I think it's a Mega Elixir. Yeah, it is. I did 1 or 2 test runs of this before I actually started recording, just so I knew what I was doing, so I didn't look like an idiot. Because preferably I don't like to look stupid when I'm recording. Some people do, I realize that. But personally, I don't like to. It's just me. Just saying. I'd say that in a little while we'll be about halfway through. I mean, like I said, this only takes around half an hour on average. Damn it. Do I want that chest? I mean, in it, I can just tell you guys right now, that's a hero drink. If you really want to get it, basically what you do is that, go up here, and then you walk off to the left, but, you know, I really should have just exited when I was at the bottom. You know, it's, yeah, screw it, I'll go for it. Oh wait, supposed to be talking again, crap. And yeah, come over here, and we get a hero drink. Now, I'll just meet you guys back on the other side, because this is just basically a loop back to the cave up top, so hang on. Alright, and I made it back to the other side. Didn't take too long, I think it took like a minute, 2 minutes to get back. Alright, and let's just jump down here. Now, this is where a glitch comes into play, which, if you do it right, you can actually get a lot of items. So let's, first off, we're gonna go down these stalagmites. Or stalactites. I never really memorized, like, what direction both are pointing up in, or down in, sorry. Now, here's how this is gonna happen. You're gonna split into 2 groups right here. Now, for this glitch to work, you want to make your current party, which would consist of 3 out of the 8 party, or how many? 3 out of the 8 party members, and the other 5 going in the opposite direction. So first off, we want Cloud going left, we want Barrett going right. Now, if they're in your party, send them to the left. If they're not in your party, send them to the right. So have him go right, have Yuffie go left because she's in my party, Kate Sip can go right, Vincent can go right, and Sid can go left. And that's the first part. There's another part where you have to split into another group. So they're going to go off to the right while we go off to the left. So they each say their little line. Number 13. There you go. Basically, it's up to us to save the world. Don't waste time. Haste makes waste. It does not apply in this situation. Well, maybe it does, but we don't have time for that. Yeah, last big job. Go, Mr. T! Load. Come on, game, load. There you go. Yeah. The only one not coming back alive is Eris, because that was actually a very dramatic scene. And sad scene. And this will be the end of it. Words of wisdom, Cloud. Words of wisdom. Now, once you go to the left, you'll see there's another fork in the road where you can either head up or down. You want everybody to go up. Wait, Sephiroth. Well, does he really have a choice? He's standing there, or he's staying in the center of the earth for a reason. Now, we have this funky-looking place, and a random encounter, apparently. And I believe there's a new enemy, or new enemies here. So let's go check it out. Oh, I remember these guys, the Alamagnes. I'm pretty sure they're called other stuff in other Final Fantasy games. Yeah, they're not really strong, but they can cause sadness on your party, as you see Sid's affected by that now. Can be annoying, but hey, you should have Furies and Tranquilizers, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Alright, in this chest we have a magic source, and now we're gonna go to the other side. Oh, hang on a minute. Well, is it another 4-eye enemy? Well, I'm pretty sure that's what they're called in other Final Fantasies. Oh, wait a minute. This is a special encounter. You see these, things right here, the magic pots? They're gonna ask you for elixirs. If you give them an elixir, and if you give each of them an elixir, you can kill them, and they give you a lot of stuff for it, in terms of EXP and AP. If you don't give an elixir to them and try to attack them, they will steal your items, which really sucks, because they can take, like, ultimate weapons, I'm pretty sure. And there you go. Yes, you get 2,000 AP and 16,000 experience. This would not be a bad place to grind if you choose to. In fact, this is probably where most people grind to get to level 99 before the final area. Well, before the final boss, sorry. And there's also another, it's kind of rare, another encounter that you can get like 2400 AP, and that is like the most AP you can get from a regular enemy encounter. Oh, speak of the devil, this is the encounter, like these 3 enemies right here, like the movers, yeah, creative name, I know. When they're all alive, they can like make some sort of delta attack, which I forget if it hurts bad or not, but I guess not because of how strong my characters are. But as you can see, they're very weak. You see, you get 2400 AP for that, which is not shabby at all. You just don't get any experience. Plus, you give 90,000 gills, so hell, you want to go out and buy some shit, which I don't really see why you would at this point. You can. Now, right here, we got ourselves a hero drink. Now, for our little thing we're going to do to hopefully make this fly by a little faster. You might be wondering why I got that chest first instead of, like, getting it while I'm coming back to the right. Well, there's a way you can actually get around that. And new enemies? No, we've already seen you. Get away from me. I don't want you to use everyone's grudge on anyone. Anyone would die from that. And this chest right here. Inside we have a vaccine and an encounter already. I mean, seriously, that was like 5 steps from my last encounter. You seen that materia up there? This is the last magic materia in the game. God, there's a lot of encounters. And we got the shield materia, which, I don't use it, but you can if you want. Now, you can drop over here, and you can get this chest, which is Imperial Guard, and also a little secret. You can run around here, and it takes you all the way up here, so you can get a really good shortcut if you take that route I took. Now for this screen, we're almost done on this path, by the way. There's like this little piece of pink right here. This happens to be an encounter. But really, it is a W magic materia. Same as like any W thing, and we have a counter materia. Yeah, W magic, use 2 magic spells in the same turn, and counter, you can pretty much link that to something and you'll counter with that every time. And right here we have luck source. Now, if you're not doing the glitch, you would just head over to the left right there, and you could start the final part of the game where Sephiroth is, because he's right down in the center of like that giant, I don't even know, like full of light stream place down there. But because of the glitch we're doing, we're going to head this way. And now, because we're taking an opposite route, if you took down, this would be the path you'd be going. And with doing the glitch right, you can actually, if you did send everyone else to the right and you only went left, you could do this part. But you couldn't do the another part that I want to do. Right there, if you want to do that, you just got to mash circle while you're going to the next platform. Got a magical and speed source. I'm not really going to be using these items because I've already got my setup for the final boss, which is going to be happening very soon. But hey, I know some people like use the stuff that you get here as like their last. Well, yeah, it is supposed to be like your last stock up for the finale. Which, yeah, of course, is like a thing in like all RPGs with the final area, but most of the time, unless it's like a certain type of RPG, you don't really need it. And if you, it's really hard to see this, but if you check right here, well, at least on the recorder it looks easier, but you get a magic counter materia. Again, same as counter, except it counts with magic. Get another vaccine. And if we can do this, let's walk to the left. It's kind of hard to get by sometimes. There's like a little thing you climb up at the center there, and it's kind of annoying to walk around. And this chest is a turbo ether, which restores your MP to full. We have elixirs, so it's kind of useless. Yeah, see, you usually just like jump up there without really, you know, having a chance to move over to the left, so it can be annoying. Now, overall, I think this path is shorter. Well, maybe they're about the same, I don't really know. But from my experience, this is a shorter path if you don't want to. In fact, you could go the other way if you really cared, but, you know, I'm just doing it the way I want to. And over here, we get some more stuff. Elixir, which I don't need, thanks to the infinite items glitch. And encounter. And moving on. Alright. It must be annoying for me to say encounter every time we encounter one. I mean, it's like, well, no shit, miss. What do you think it is? Well, anyway, let's just move on. Now, if you've done the glitch right, you should be able to go the opposite path, and the items will still be there. Because if you try to go the other path that you send people, the items will be gone. But hopefully, the way that this has worked out, because this has failed before when I've done this, is that the items will have restocked. Now, this is kind of confusing to navigate, because, I mean, you're behind the sculpture half the time. Like, you're behind this giant stalactite, whatever it is. And you really can't see where you're going, so you kind of have to judge on where you are and, like, go in the right direction with the D-pad. Let's go down here. And in here is actually a good item. We got another Mistile, which that's going immediately on Cloud. So let's do that. Mistile. Best armor in the game by far. Got an Elixir. And there is 3 more enemy skills to pick up, so let's see if we can find some enemies. Aha, perfect. Now this enemy right here is a Pollen Salta. They have, quite frankly, the best healing ability, I should say, in the game, unless you count, like, Mega Elixirs, which is, like, the best of the best, but they have an enemy skill called Angel Whisper. What it does is that it revives one person. Actually, I think it's one person. It might be multi-targeting, but I don't think it is. It heals a person to full HP, it removes all status ailments, and it brings you back to life. Which is pretty overpowering. But again, Mega Elixirs are a little better, because of the fact that they can multi-target. And now we have 2 more enemy skills to get, one of which is going to be a bitch, because it's random how you're going to get it. But overall, we're almost done with this. Wow, this flew by fast. Like, we're almost done with this area, and we're about to do the final boss in a matter of minutes. Is this the enemy I'm looking for? Yes, it is, quite frankly. Yuffie, you attack, and Cloud, use double cut on the same enemy. These guys have a bit of HP. Sid is dying. That's not good. Oh, here's the ability Roulette. It randomly selects one person to get killed instantly, and this is the enemy. Oh, wow, that worked out really good. I got very lucky there, because what happens is that Roulette, it randomly selects one person, like, in the field, including the enemies themselves, and the person that's selected instantly dies, but since Cloud had all the enemy skills on, hey, it worked out perfectly. Plus he has Phoenix with final attack, so he comes back anyway. So wow, that actually worked out much better than I had in mind. And my nose is acting up. And this thing can die now. So yeah, you could manipulate him, which is what I was trying to do, and use Roulette because they don't use it a whole lot. But apparently, I just happened to get really lucky there. Last chest of the game, which contains a Mega Elixir. Now there's one more enemy skill to get, and you can find him in this, the enemy that casts it. You can find it in this area, so I'm going to take some time to find him off screen, and I will see you when I found him, so I'll see you guys later. Malboro, run away! No! Okay guys, and we found him. This is the Dragon Zombie. Now, an important thing to note about this fight is that he will only use his enemy skill sorry about that. He'll only use his enemy skill once in the entire game, and if you don't have your enemy skill materials on when he does this, you can never get it again. I mean, you can find him later again in the game. Okay, here it is, Pandora's Box. It's like a death attack. Once he dies, he'll cast this. You can find him again, but he only casts it once, like when you kill him. So if you don't learn it from the very first time he casts this spell, you can never learn it again, so careful. I don't particularly use it, but it's there. And we have just learned all the enemy skills in the game. We have pretty much finished up, well yeah, we have finished up everything in the game now. So we can finish up with the final boss. and this is the end to the other path, as you can see here. Now there's no more encounters, well, right before the last part of this, so let's move on. Hey, I was just on your path. How was your trip? Amazingly, I didn't see you when I ran through the whole thing faster. Makes a whole lot of sense. Now, the people that didn't go with you will have items for you, so these are going to be the last items you pick up, so hey, don't let them go to waste. Mind source. We got an elixir, and this is literal this time, our last elixir, so there you go. Alright, so yeah, this is the end of the game. But we're not going to get going quite yet. Right now, I'm going to stop the recording here, and I'm going to say, for the second to last time, I'm going to say signing out from Let's Play Final Fantasy VII, because next time, we're going to be finishing the frickin' game. I'm just going to give the last of my sources to Cloud. Let's use this, and there we go. And you can have some of these too. So, right here will be the point where I lay my save crystal. And what I say to you guys, see you guys next time for the finale of Let's Play Final Fantasy VII. This journey's been going on for an extremely long amount of time. I'm sorry for how long it's been taking this Let's Play, but it's about to end. So guys, next time, we'll finish up this game once and for all. Until then, goodbye guys. See you later.